Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to replace some belts on a Bissell Proheat 2X Revolution pet. Okay, first thing you want to do is put it in the back position, and you can take a flat screwdriver and you'll find a little notch here. You can stick it in there and then just kind of pry this part here open, and then sometimes if you get it right, you can lift it and pop this other part off, but if not, then stick your screwdriver right here and you'll see that there's one more clip on this cover. That'll help you open this up, and what you might see is a broken belt inside of here. This is just a rubber stretch belt. So the other thing that can cause your brushes to not move would be that this belt is intact, but it's stretched out, so it would be slipping. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take this end piece off here with your 3 screws. Okay, and then that lifts out of place. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to lift this end piece out of place, and that will give you access to the brush belts. Okay, so from there you can reinstall your rubber belt, and if your rubber belt was broken, then you have to take the brush belt off in order to get this a new belt back in. Okay, so you're going to slide this rubber belt over this pulley and then just stretch it in place over the motor shaft, just like that. I can do it with my fingers, so it's not too difficult. And then you want to just rotate it a couple times to make sure that it is fairly centered on the pulley there, the pump pulley. All right, so if you do take your brushes out to clean them or whatever, there's a couple things that you need to keep in mind here. So first of all, you don't want to lose your here's your other belt. This is what connects the 2 brush holes together. So here is your stainless steel washers. Okay, these little washers here, those are important because that's keeping the brush roll from the bronze bearing from actually engaging directly with that plastic part. So that's important to make sure those are in place. Now, as you're putting your brush roll on, you're going to have your belt on there first, and you're going to slide your new brush roll, or just put the brush roll back in place if you're just cleaning it or whatever. And so this part's a little bit tricky, but you're going to slide this brush roll down in place, and what you want to do is get the belt around both brush rolls first. So it takes a little bit of messing with it. Okay, so you got it around both of them, and then now you can drop it down in place there. And what's going to happen is you're going to see that the axles are going to need to poke through the bearings on this side, so you kind of have to wiggle it a little bit. And there we go. Okay, so now that's dropped in place there, and you got your axles protruding here. Go ahead and put your stainless steel washers back on, and then now you're going to insert your brush belt. Get that around the first brush roll, and then around the motor pulley. And now, as you're going to reinstall this particular model has a little lip here that sticks up, and the belt is going past that. So make sure this stays on the brush roll, and you're going to kind of get that underneath there, and then you're going to set this in place so the belt is on top of there. Okay, and then from there you're going to be pushing this brush roll that way to essentially put tension under the belt, put tension on the belt as you're trying to line up the axle, both axles with the end caps. And you can see there's a small hole, and the hole is going to allow you to see that you actually have the axle right inside of there. So when you do that, that allows you to make sure you got everything aligned properly and with the right tension with this geared belt, so it's not going to slip. And just give it a couple test spins just to make sure everything is working right, and then go ahead and put your cover back on. All right, there you go. And then this this cover here, this little section is what's going to slide down right inside of this little notch right here. So that's kind of your locator for where you're going to slide it in. It slides in fairly easy, so you shouldn't have any problems. But just push it down and give it a nice firm hit, and you'll hear it pop in place. So, all right. So hopefully that helps on replacing the belt on the Bissell carpet cleaner. Thank you. Have a great day.